Hello. Hello, hello.
This will be the last video.
What's what they call it? What's Papa Locker? Thank you for being a member of the channel. Hello, Penny.
We all remember her as the warm, strong Florida Evans from Good Times. But how much?
All right. So what I'm going to do here, I'm about to. Hey, I need to make you a. I need to make you a moderator. Do you know how to moderate? The person that's a member, darling. Please, make sure that you don't block people when I'm doing makeovers. Hold on. Make sure you don't block them. It, if I'm doing okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so I'm talking to oh, I can't see your name because it's in green. Hold on. Yeah, Alabama Blues Woman. Okay, so I just made you a moderator. I should have did that a long time ago. That was my fault. So if somebody comes in here, they call me a bitch, a man. You're not a woman. That's okay. Let them say what they want to say. But if they curse, block them. If they say like, "Oh, your makeup is the fucking bomb," that's okay, as long as they're not cussing at me. If they say the N word or the word fag or something like that, then you block them. Um, Now, also pay attention because a lot of times they'll try to spell the N nigger with word nigger, but they'll spell the N-I-I-I. When they start putting that, then you know to get them out as soon as they start. Penny, if you ever want to be a moderator, you can, but I don't know if you want to be one or not. But yeah, so just don't block people for saying, as long as they don't, like if they come on here and say stuff like people have come on here and say, I gave them HIV. I mean, that's just ugly. So we don't allow stuff like that. If they call me a man, that's fine. You're not a woman, that's fine. Your mama's ugly, that's fine. Just as long as they're not saying crazy things like I'm doing stuff to children. They say that about drag queens. They're so fucking stupid when they say that. But stuff like that. But other than that, let them say what they want to say. But I can block too. Like I got a quick finger too, but some things I don't catch because I be, getting doing the show and stuff. Yeah, so you get it. So now we're more tolerant now when I do makeovers and the makeovers in the show where I'm singing and playing the piano, we're more tolerant. But when I'm doing the show, we don't tolerate it at all. And really, I could actually stop people from even making comments if I want to, but I don't want to do that. Yeah. All right, so let me put all this information in here. And I'm actually going to open up the phone lines tonight for while I'm doing my makeover. Did I spell transitioning right? My title? Because I was like, I hope I spelled it right. Transitioning, transitioning. Is that right? I guess that's right. I think I spelled it right. Looks like I spelled it right. Oh, hold on. I thought I had. That's the wrong thing. I thought I had. Oop! I didn't mean to share that. Let me see. I didn't mean to put that in there, but let me go back. I was trying to put the phone number in there. Hold on. I'm trying to get his. I'm trying to get his no. Oh, I see. I didn't mean to put that in there. I was trying to put some. I'm trying to get as much time in on the internet as I can because once I hit the road, When you're not on live, it definitely shows. Your numbers drop. So I try my best but this time I'm taking my computer with me, and I'm gonna be doing shows when I'm gone because, like I told my son, I have to do shows. I have to because that's what keeps my channel busy. I can't miss my shows. All right, give me a second, y'all. God damn it! Fuck! I did not mean to do that. We got some bad weather coming this way. I had to tell my mom. Okay, give me a second here. I think the Cowboys won, y'all. It's about time. Okay, make sure I got everything in there. All right, we got it. Okay, there it is. So let me go ahead and repin this here. Thank you for the night. I can't. I'm not singing now. I'm just doing the makeup. I'm not singing now. I'm only doing makeup right now. But I thank you for the 9.99. Guess what, Marvin? You have contributed to my card that I'm gonna get in December or January. Thank you. Well, I'll sing you a song later on. Let me screenshot it so I won't forget. Okay. Yeah, because what I'm gonna do, Marvin. No, no, you can't be my friend. What I'm gonna do, Marvin, is I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial, and then I'm gonna do a show, like a entertainment show, lip sync show, and then I'm going to come back and have the people call into the show, sing. I got a full night. It's like a full job. Okay, so let's get it started. First of all, everybody, please hit the like button. If you can, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to call into the show, the phone lines are open. I usually don't open up the phone lines when I'm doing the makeup, but I do. I don't mind. I don't mind. As long as my phone doesn't go dead because no, it looks like the computers are almost going dead, but looks like it'll be okay. So do me a favor. Hold on one second. Let me go get me some water. Pete, hey Pete, I can't stay long, but wanted to say hi. Hey, welcome in. Let me grab me some water because I gotta have me some water when I'm doing my makeup. So be right back. Well, it's that time of year. People start dying. We lost a friend this morning. His name was Alan. Alan passed away this morning. He was a good friend of me and my friend Johnny's. And rest in peace, Alan. He was really a good guy. He's a really nice guy. But we all gotta leave here one day, and unfortunately, it was his time. We really wanted him to bounce back and get his life together, but I guess he was I guess he was sicker than what we thought he was. I guess, he was sicker than what we thought he was. I don't know. So he's an older guy. He's much older than me and my friend Johnny. Johnny's in his 70s, so Alan was like in his 80s. He's a sweet guy. I used to, when I was a teenager, I would go to his mom and dad's house and pray with them and stuff. And his dad was a preacher, and his mom and stuff. I know they used to wonder, why is this young boy coming up here praying and play? Yeah, but I always did that when I was a young boy. I'd go and pray with people and pray for people and stuff. They thought I was gonna be a preacher. No, ma'am. Just because I'm coming to pray for you, I'm trying to be no damn preacher. Damn. We'll do some story times. We're taking phone calls. You can send a cash app or Venmo. I am about to get on the road. So if you'd like to send something, so here, PT, this is for your road trip. Greatly appreciate it. I'm doing a show tomorrow, then Tuesday. I leave out for Dallas, spend the night with my son's house Tuesday, get my hotel Wednesday, then I leave for Atlanta. We got 64 people watching. Continue hitting the like button. That brings more people into live. But before I go any further, I want to tell everybody, and I'm not getting paid for this, but I'm going to tell y'all something. This cologne right here, it's called First Instinct Forever. Is this the forever together? No, together. Okay, let me wipe off I think this needs to be wiped off. Hold on. It's called First Instinct Together by Abercrombie and Fitch. Yes, I just said Abercrombie and Fitch. Fitch. Oh, it's Fitch. Okay, I thought it was Fitch. Okay, now $21. Cheap, $21. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Out of Ross, I got it at Ross, but you can get it online for 40 something. But I know this looks backwards, but you get what I'm trying to show you. Okay, well, you can't really see it, but you got to make sure you get the right one. Okay, it's in this bottle here, and it's called First Instinct Together. Let me tell y'all something. It was $20 in Ross. I'm gonna tell you what I did. When I lived in Houston, I went to Neiman's and I sprayed on some $400 cologne. Nobody said nothing. I sprayed it all over. I mean, just squished it in and and I walked through the mall. And if you spray on the $400 cologne, if it's still in your clothes the next day, that $400 cologne should stay on you for at least a week or longer. $400? Creed, Gary with the T, my friend turned me on to his Creed that I can't afford. But this right here, if you don't believe it, my friend, when I went to Virginia, my friend whose house I stayed with, y'all remember when I stayed at the house? He said, what is it you got on? And I said, it's called First Instinct Together by Abercrombie and Fitch. He said, how much was it? I said, in the Galleria, at Ross, it was like $20-something. He said, damn. He said, he bought it. He said he went to Atlanta. He wore it, and everybody asked him, what is it that you got on? Now, I don't know what it is about this cologne, but when I tell you, I wore it, and I thought the postman was trying to come on to me. The postman, I remember one time I wore it. I had went to this check cashing place to do something. I was cashing a check or something. I don't know what I was doing. And she was behind the counter. She said, what is that you have on? And I said, it's called Abercrombie and Fitch. She said, that smells so good. It was just $20, but online it's like 40. So ladies, if you're looking to get your husband something for Christmas, I promise you, don't spend all that money on that expensive cologne. Go ahead and get you some of this. Make sure it's called First Instinct Together. It's in the blue bottle, because they have more than one Abercrombie and Fitch, but you got to get the ones that says First Instinct Together in the blue bottle. Okay. All right. So I told you, get it and let me know what you think. But yeah, So we'll do some story time while I'm doing my makeup. A lot of people come on and say, "Oh, you got on too much makeup." I am what you call a drag queen. Um, I'm not a transgender person, so I don't paint to be. I don't put on makeup to be well. Not say I don't put on makeup to be pretty, but well, I don't paint like the RuPaul Drag Race girls where they do all of this and do all of this. You know, for I don't paint like that. I try to look as natural as I can and as soft as I can. I don't know. Rosses are everywhere. Where you live at? Where do you live at? Rosses are everywhere. Oh, by the way, Marvin, where do you live at? What city and state you live in, Marvin? I was meeting to ask Marvin that and I forgot. Okay, I just brushed my teeth, just conditioned my face. And they got Ross in Michigan. Come on now. They got Ross in Michigan, baby. If not, you can go online and buy it. So I'm waiting to hear back from Marvin, who sent the $9.99 to find out where he lives. The reason why I'm asking him because I was, oh, okay, I was just in Norfolk. I was just in Norfolk, Virginia doing the show. But yeah, so hopefully you can make it to my anniversary. I mean, my anniversary show. Hopefully you can make it to my comedy show in Atlanta, Georgia, July the 10th. Okay. No, I don't think Marshall. I went in Marshall's. Now I live in a smaller town, so maybe if you go to a larger city, you might be able to find it. But I don't. I didn't. Only time I found it was in Ross. So maybe only Ross carries it, but you can definitely get it. You can definitely get it online for like $40. Because my friend in Virginia, he bought it. He said he wore it in Atlanta, and they was flocking up to him like, "What is it that you have on?" I mean, it smells delicious. And I'm almost out of it, so I gotta stop spraying it. I need to save me some from Atlanta. I'm gonna tell you another men's cologne that I like. And by the way, I'm a woman. Hey, Angela. Um, oh, really? You think so? Marshalls is okay. They kind of high. Marshalls is kind of high. I'm gonna tell you another cologne that really smells good on me is the original Polo, the green Polo. Ooh, every time I smell, what is that you? The original Polo, baby. Now, people who know colognes, they know the original Polo. They know it. I bought this and I still haven't done my feet yet. I'll probably do it tonight. I need to soak my feet. I got a candle going over here to kind of give it a little ambiance going on over here. Go look online and see how much it is, because you can find it online. Just put in the Abercrombie and Fit A and F and just put up First Instinct together. Actually, it'll come up. That cologne, I think that's one of the first colognes that comes up. But you know, they got into some trouble, sort of like a Jeffrey Epstein thing. Who is RN? Ralph Lauren? Oh, Ralph Lauren is L. Who is RN? Right now, who is that by? Yeah, Alabama. Watch Angela. Watch how she moderates the show, and she'll show you how to do it. She'll show you how to do it. I'm doing good. When you watch my show, do you share the live, or you just be watching me keeping? You don't want nobody to know you're looking at a punk with a wig on. Hello, Chicago. Oh, Creed. Baby, let me tell you, that Creed is so goddamn expensive. Gary with the T, my friend Gary turned me on to that. I said, bitch, that shit too goddamn expensive. I can't afford no damn Creed. And then when I bought my, oh, I know y'all wonder what I'm doing, right? I'm putting this glue on my eyes because I don't shave my eyebrows. Yeah. It may look like I shave them, but I don't. I don't shave my eyebrows. Oh, she's saying right now is her favorite. Oh, I got you. Okay. My only friend or whatever. Who's coming to my birthday show? We're gonna see how funny I am if I sell out of tickets. We're gonna see. Uh-huh. We're gonna see how funny I am if I sell out of tickets. Ooh. Man, I wish I could play music while I'm doing this. Okay, you're not coming? Okay, we'll just remove you from the live. How about that? Bye bye. I'm doing my makeup tutorial right now. I'm not doing the show till later. The electric piano is over there. Yeah, just if you ain't coming, then we'll just remove you from the live. They'll come back with another page. They'll come back with a fake page. Yeah, we got 100. I wish it was 100,000 people. Oh, I thought you said 100,000. I'm like, I hope we get there one day. Uh oh, we have a phone call. It's the PT show. How can I help you? You're live on the air. How can I help you? Okay, I don't think I had everything set up, so you might want to call back. Call back. I don't think I don't think I had everything on. I don't think I had everything on. I think I had something off. But call back, whoever you were. It should work when you call back. Yeah, call back. If you guys ever want to send a donation or tip while I'm doing my makeup before I do the show, you're more than welcome to. The guy from Richmond.
Call from Tyrone.
Hello, how can I help you?
Hey, what's going on, baby girl?
Uh, I'm not a baby or a girl, but this is PT. How can I help you?
You know who this is. No wig don't matter, baby girl. I'm gonna spit in that asshole all day, all night. I'm gonna make sure you feel right. Just remember that.
Listen, guys, when you call into my show, do not be vulgar because there there are kids watching my show. Please don't do that, okay? I know. What else can you say but wow? Please don't do that. There are children watching my show and teenagers. Please do not do that. Oh, oh, some crazy people in the world. Mm-mm-mm. I know. Maybe they will. My nose. I hate when I do my makeup. My nose start itching. My nose never itches till I go live and I'm doing makeup. Yeah, they just lost their mind. I don't know who that was. Tyrone. Tyrone, you better get your life together. Tyrone didn't go to church this morning. That's why he talking like that. Hey, Magna. What made them mad? Tyrone, you know you can't come out here talking like that. There's too many children that watch my show. You know better than that. That's why I have to be careful what I. That's why I had to be careful what I say. At first, I was thinking, okay, he gonna be funny. When he starts saying all that extra stuff, I'm like, oh no, you got to go, baby. You can't be in this live talking like that. Oh, there he is. Hey, you can't be in this live talking like that, baby. We don't do that over here. Let's do a story time. One time I had, well, my nephew, he's deceased now, and my nephew, he had a boyfriend, and I know he don't love me talking to me like that. And my nephew had a boyfriend, right? Well, you don't have to watch. You know, you're more than welcome to exit, right? You know that. But how does it feel? 131 people watching, you come here and say something stupid like that. How does that make you feel? Do you feel like a big macho man or something like? Tyler Perry became a multi-billionaire doing this. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So my nephew, he had a boy. Anyway, he died in a car crash. Him and his lover, his boyfriend, they both died in a car crash. I was devastated. So I stayed. Let me mute this first. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't know what you was gonna say, Tyrone. So I had you on mute. So you got to call back. I didn't know what you was gonna say, Tyrone, but you got to call back because I had you on mute. Because I had no idea what you was getting ready to say. So you got to call back because they didn't hear what you said. So anyway, so when my nephew was, he was actually T-boned by the police officers. It was actually him and his boyfriend, and they got hit by the police or whatever. And hold on, y'all. All right, yeah, Tyrone, you got to call back because I had you on mute because I didn't know what you was gonna say. So I promised him I would come and visit him or whatever the case may be. After my nephew had died, I wanted to stay in contact with him and everything. And Greensboro, North Carolina. Shout out to Greensboro. So I took a trip to Greensboro. I don't know. I don't. I'm trying to remember. Hold on, y'all. I'm missing something. Okay, so I took a trip to Greensboro and everything, and I was trying to remember. Um, was I going somewhere else or was I just going to Greensboro? I don't remember. But I do remember that when I got there, we was chopping it up and everything, talking and just having a good time and everything. My speaker broke. Tyrone's voice is kind of deep, so he shook my computer. He made my speaker drop. Oh, here it is. What I'm looking for. I found it. Okay, so Let me move this out of the way because this shit right here is in the way. Hold on. So I went there and everything, and so so we was, talking and, and chopping it up or whatever. And somehow, for some reason, Tim said he called my nephew a bitch. He said something about him that I didn't like, and I'm like, well, first of all, my nephew's dead. He's deceased. Why would you say that about him? And I was highly upset. I was, hold on, y'all. Let me get this shit together. Give me a second here. I was highly upset, and I couldn't understand why he said that about my nephew who's deceased. So me, I'm very hot. I get mad real fast, and so I grabbed my shit and I got up. I called there were no Ubers back then. I called the motherfucking Lyft. I mean the remember the big black and white taxis? I called the black and white taxis and got my ass out of there. He tried to come to the bus station and get me and told me to come back. And I said, no, I'm not coming back to your house. Why did you say that about my nephew? My nephew is dead. Now, mind you, I had money on me, but bitch, I didn't have enough money to go home. So, but that's how mad I was. Let me turn the phone lines off because I don't want to interrupt this. I don't want nobody to interrupt this. Hold on. All right. Okay, I turned the phone line off. So, but I had money, but I didn't have enough money to get home back to Texas. So the first night, I spent the night at the Greyhound in Greensboro. Shout out to Greensboro. And guess what? The whole time I was in Greensboro, remember, I had just met my family in Austin on my dad's side, so I didn't really know my family. And I had my nieces there. My nieces lived there, but I didn't know them to say, hey, y'all, I'm stuck here. I'm trying to get home. I was in my 20s. Oh, my God. Sorry. Oh, God. Oh, hey. And so, but I didn't know them. I didn't know my nieces that well. They lived in Greensboro. I didn't. That was my nephew's sisters. And so, but I was so mad. I was ready to leave. I was ready to leave, right? So I spent the first night at you say thumbs down? Okay, we'll go ahead and remove you from the live. Anybody that want to give me a thumbs down, we can just remove them from the live. Bye bye now. All right, so what color am I gonna do? Am I gonna do this blue? I like this blue. I think I'm gonna put this blue in my eyes tonight. Let me see. Yeah. All right. So, oh, this is years ago. Tim, he died a long time. I mean, Junior, he died a long time ago, y'all. This is a long, long, long time ago. This is before Lady PT was born. the name I got. This was before that name was born. If I was using that. And so I get to the Greyhound bus station and a little bit of small bus station in down there in Greensboro. And I'm pissed off. I'm mad. First night they didn't say nothing to me, but the second night they was like, "Well, you can't spend the night here again. What you gonna do?" I said, "Oh, I'm waiting on some money. Somebody gonna send me some money to get home, right?" Um, oh, thank you. My makeup is okay, baby. I don't consider myself a makeup artist. I do just enough to get by to do a show. That's it. But I appreciate the compliment. So anyway, there's like, well, you can't spend the night here again. So what are you gonna do? I said, oh, I'm waiting on some money, and I wasn't waiting on the money. At the time I didn't have a great relationship with my family, and and I was too embarrassed to call. Well, back then you didn't have payphones. You had to put money in the machine. The coin machine to get make a call. So I don't know what it's like now, but it used to be a tradition that gay men would be picked up at the Greyhound bus station. I said, well, that's back when. Let me show you. That's back when I looked like this. I'm gonna see if I can pull up some old pictures of me. Let me see. Okay. No, let me see. Let me see if I can find some old pictures of PT from back in the day. I thought I always try to download these pictures of me because from back in the day because I'll be wanting to show y'all what I look like back in those days. Well, let me see. I don't think I saved one. Let me see. I don't think I saved one. I'm looking. Hold on. No, I don't have any, but I have one of me in drag from back in the day when I was young. No, I don't have any, but that's okay. I'll get out of this. I'm gonna start saving my pictures in here, so when I'm telling my stories, y'all can see. But anyway, you know, we're not talking about Tyrone. Okay, we talking about something else. So, I was fine. I'm sexy and young, and I said, well, I'm gonna work my jelly. I'm gonna work my jelly, and I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna stand out front of this Greyhound bus station, and somebody gonna pick me up. I'm gonna have me somewhere to spend the night tonight because I need to get back home. Was I scared? No, not at all. I wasn't scared at all. Because remember, this was after my days of living in the Houston area. I came up in Houston in the '80s, so I was in and out of cars, prostituting and everything else when I lived in Houston back in the '80s. When I said I prostitute, I wasn't like on drugs. I turned tricks with who I thought was cute. I didn't have to have nobody. It wasn't like I had to turn a trick. But we just something we did when you were young and you were out there and them people want to spend money on you, young and old. And I mean, not they wouldn't be young because that was young, so it'd be mostly older guys who try to pick me up, and I charge them. You're a prostitute? Well, I guess I am because I'm not doing it with you for free. And so I turned on my old skills that I learned when I lived in Houston back in the '80s, and I got out there in front of the bus station, and this guy came, and he was ugly. I mean, he was ugly. You know that scene? You know that scene in Color Purple when he said, "You show is ugly." That's how he looked. He was ugly, but bitch, I needed somewhere to spend the night. Okay. So I say, oh, yo, man, let me tell you something, dude. Because I could turn on that manly act and that girly act and say, yo, dude, I don't mess around, man. I don't get down like that. And he was like, no, I just want to, and I know he thought he was going to get something out of me. I was like, I just need somewhere to spend the night, man. He's like, all right, you can spend the night. You can spend the night. I'm not gonna try to touch you, not like that. Man, you try to touch me, I'll beat your ass. Just talking crazy to him like that. And I was pretty big. I was a pretty big guy. I ran track, and Now your mama's not on here. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was reading me. Yeah, like Flavor Flav. So I'm sorry. I thought you was trying to read. And so we get in the car. I don't remember what kind of car he had. Yeah, I just know it was a little ragged ass car, but I knew I had somewhere to spend the night. I wasn't scared at all because I knew how to fight unless he just actually just shot me, and then that'd be different. And guess what? My mom would have been devastated. My family would have been devastated because no one knew who picked me up. No one knew where I was at. None of that. I could have been unalive. That's why a lot of times when I be telling stories and I start crying, people don't understand the things I've been through in life and places I've got myself in, the positions I got myself in. How did I get myself in this damn position? So we get in the car and he said he lived by himself, and we riding down, headed to his place. We going down a dark alley, going down a road, an old dark road, right? I'm thinking, where the hell are we going, right? We just, we're going, and I'm like, so we pull up. We pull up to a house. Well, that's the house where he was taking care of an old woman that he didn't tell me, and he lived in a shed. I swear to God. So I said, this was in North Carolina, baby. So I said, well, oh, you saying? So I said, well, where am I supposed to use the bathroom at? He said, oh, we got an outhouse. This happened in Charlotte. No, this happened in Greensboro, North Carolina. This was way back in the late 80s. This was before 94. So this had to have been the 90s, something like that, right? Because I started working for the club in Dallas in 92. So this was way back early 90s, late 80s into the 90s. And I said, man, I thought you got your own place. I mean, I thought you had like a place. Well, girl, yeah, you do. This bitch live in a motherfucking, huh? This whole living a goddamn, this whole living a what's the name in a damn. So we had a microwave in there. So the whole time I'm sleeping like this to him. Man, don't touch me. He tried to touch me. I'm like, dude, I told you not to touch me. So the whole night he finally gave up. Um, no, no. Well, I lived in Houston, but I was getting my. These were my skills that I learned from Houston to go stand out in front of the bus station and get picked up and whatever because I needed somewhere to spend the night because I got into it with my nephew's who died's ex boyfriend, and so anyway, so the next day go by, and so yes, yes, Metro. Oh, let me show you something. The person said they remember me from the Metro. Let me ask you something. And y'all, please don't let me forget what I'm talking about because I'll forget it. The person that said they remember me from the Metro, y'all, that's the club that I started working at. That's the club that I started working at after that's the club. When I left North Carolina, I got a phone call when I was in, well, let me finish the story, but after this happened to me in North Carolina, that's when I got a phone call from this DJ in Dallas saying 008 said you need to come to Dallas because they opened up a club called Tracks and they need an MC, and that's how I ended up going back to Texas. Anyway, let me ask the person who said they remember me from the Metro. Do you know who started Gay Pride in Dallas? What's your name, Alfred? I think I might know who you are. Do you know who started Gay Pride? Alfred, do you know who idea it was to start Black Gay Pride in Dallas? I want to ask Alfred and see what he say. Let's wait to hear Alfred's answer. If you mention Tyrone again, I'm gonna block you. Moderators, if that person mentioned Tyrone's name one more time, please remove him from the live. You don't know? Okay. Here it is right here. As Dallas Gay Pride and Lesbian Pride. Let me put on my glasses, okay? Because I can't read it. Hold on. Okay. Why Dallas, the idea of Black Gay Pride was originally thought of by PT, the Metro's MC. Yep. And to this day, they have not acknowledged it. And to this day, they have not acknowledged it, and they probably never will. But I just want to share that with that person from Dallas that knows me from the Metro. Okay, there you go. Yes, I was the one that came up with the idea, and they still ain't acknowledged it, and they probably never will. They'll wait till I'm dead. Thank you for liking my videos. So anyway, let's go back to North Carolina. So the next day, he drops me off at the bus station. I think he gave me like $20, whatever. And so I'm in the bus station and I'm trying to get home. It was a Friday. And okay, first of all, you don't tell me to shut up. Since you don't know how to talk to me, we're going to put you on timeout like a little kid, and you can come back tomorrow, okay? You don't tell me to shut up, okay? Bye-bye. We're going to put you on timeout for 24 hours, little girl. Miss Joy. I've never been ashamed to say I prostituted when I was young. I just told everybody that's what I used to do. Let me move on, child. That old bitch coming here trying to run shit. So anyway, so the next day, it was a Friday. My Cash App is on the bottom. And so I say, okay, well, I got to get home. It's a Friday. I got to get home. I called my mom. You got to remember back then, me and my mom, we had a real strange relationship. We loved each other, but, I really hated. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you come into my birthday show in Atlanta and my comedy show. So we got along and everything, but me being a man, I just did. I had a lot of pride to call my mama and tell her, that I needed to get home. So, uh, so the people at the bus station was like, oh, "Hey, you need to call. These are the people. These are the people they told me to call. Okay, they said you need to call. These are the three people they told me to call. They said you need to call um, Salvation Army. You need to call. I called them. They said you got to work. I said, bitch, I ain't working. I'm trying to get home. They said you need to call the Salvation Army, United Way. Neither one of them. They both told me the same thing, and I said, well, I got one other. They said you have one other place to call. Y'all, I don't have 100 likes. Are y'all serious? Y'all haven't given me 100. Okay, I know y'all forgot. Could y'all please hit the like button, please? Please. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So they said there's only one other place that you can call. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this person. Got y'all. We putting people on timeout. Okay, all the little kids that come in here, we're putting them on timeout. My cash app is PT Shows. Moderators will put it up there for you. Thank you in advance. And it's up under Eugene Johnson. That's me. I don't know what picture I got on my cash app, but I think my picture's on there. Thank you, Cassie. So look, we got 200 people watching me and 200 people show up for my birthday, my comedy show. We good to go. Everybody buy them tickets. I only got like a two. I'm only gonna do like 250 tickets. That's it. If we get 200 people to watch me, 2 people show up, then we good to go. You 15 in the ninth grade, you're now blocked. Bye bye. So anyway, so all right. So they said you need to call the Red Cross. So I said, okay. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. Was that hard? Can y'all hit it one more time? So give me 200 likes, please. So I called the American Red Cross and I thought about it and I said, the blood of Jesus, the Red Cross, whatever. I mean, that's just how I was thinking. So they said, well, Mr. Johnson, that's pretty much we could do. Only thing we could do is you have to work and, do some things around here and we'll get you home. And thank you. And I said, no, I don't want to. I want to go home. I'm going to go home. And the people at the bus station told me you can't spend the night in here again. You got, you gotta do what you got to do. So the lady said, she said, Mr. Johnson, she said, do you have anybody in your family in the military? This was a Friday. I said, yeah, my brother's in the military. He's stationed in Dover. And she said, okay, but mind you, y'all, this is probably around about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, right? And I said, yeah, my brother's in the military. He's stationed at Dover. She said, well, give me your phone number where you called me from. Remember, we didn't have cell phones back then. She said, you stay by the phone and let me see if I can do something. I said, okay. So I said, and I waited and I waited and I waited, maybe like 30, 40 minutes. Maybe it could have been an hour. And then all of a sudden, the phone rings. She said, Mr. Johnson, we have some great news for you. I said, yes. Your brother just cashed his check and told you to get yourself home. And y'all, I just started crying. I was bawling. And I was like, oh, thank God. For those who hear the beginning of the story, I fell out with my nephew's ex-boyfriend because he called him a bitch and my nephew's dead. And I got mad and I left. And I cried and I cried. They said, but here's the deal. Today is Friday. We're closed on the weekends. Do you know where this location is at? I said, no, but I will find it. I didn't have no money to get your Uber, no Lyft. We didn't have Ubers back then. I didn't have no money for nothing. I just needed to I was running out of money to get food. Remember, the guy gave me I think he gave me $20. I was getting food out of the machine to eat with like that. And they said, "Well, this is where we're located. This is where we're at." Let me tell you something. This little hot bitch got up and I walked and I ran and I got to that place just in time. And then what they do is they he sends the money. They write a check, but you have to sign it. Then they give you cash. And he paid for my bus ticket. He paid for my bus ticket to get home. It was. Where do y'all live at? And so, oh man, I was so happy. I got my money. I went to Red Lobster. I went to Red Lobster and ate. And I said, I'm going home. I'm going home. And my brother, oh, California, my brother called me on the phone. He said, you need to bring your ass. No, he said, you need to get your ass home. And I said, thank you, brother. I'll pay you back. Right. And so, um, his wife called me. His wife at the time called me and said, "No, guys, I was talking to somebody else about where you live at." So his wife called me. His wife at the time, she said, "You need to come see your brother." Where you going? I said, "Oh, I'm going back to Texas." You need to come see your brother. You ain't seen your brother since your other brother died. So I end up going to um, Dover, Delaware. And my brother and his wife had a very toxic relationship. That's why they're not together no more. His ass crazy, she crazy. I was like, bitch, I can't do this no more. And I was helping with the kids. They were teenagers, and I was watching them while they go to work, and they was bad. They turn out to be good kids and everything. But so that's when I got a phone call. Oh, I gotta go back. I gotta finish the story. So when when I got the money, my bus to leave till the next day, right? So I had money so I could spend the night in the Greyhound bus station again. True story. I almost forgot to tell y'all the rest of the story. So I said, well, I'm gonna go out and work my. Oh, I'm gonna go out and work my jelly again, and I'm going out and see if I can find me somebody to be my boyfriend for the night. I'm standing out there, full of Red Lobster, and I went somewhere and took me a nice wipe down, got me some soap, and took me a little shower or whatever, and I was ready to go home. And so um, this guy pulls up in a hoopty, black hoopty, the finest black man I ever seen in my life. Oh my god! But obviously he was gay because he was cruising the Greyhound bus station. He pulled up. He said, "What's up?" I said, "I'm getting ready. I'm waiting on my bus to go home, but I don't leave till tomorrow." He's like, "You want to hang out?" Sure. The motherfucker was fine. Excuse my language, y'all. He was fine. And he said, "Me and my mom lives together, but you can meet my mom." He was really cool. He said, "You can come. You can meet my mom, whatever, and come hang out with us and stuff." I said, "Sure." His mom cooked spaghetti. Um, I spent the night. His mom must have knew he was gay because, baby, I spent the night and everything, slept in the bed with him and everything. We did not have sex. I wouldn't lie to y'all. I'm truthful about everything. We did not have sex because, number one, I wouldn't have felt right doing that in his mama's house. But we cuddled up and everything. He was very nice, very nice. And so he spent the night. His name was Michael. That I do remember. His name was Michael. And the next morning, he dropped me off. Remember, we didn't have cell phones back then. He said, "I'm gonna drop you off. I have an interview with Amtrak. I'm gonna come back and get your phone number or a number, or give you my number, and so we can stay in contact with each other." When I got on the bus, he was pulling up, and the bus was taking off. And to this day, I wasn't able to say thank you to this guy. What a story! I'll never forget that. I'll never forget it, Michael. If you happen to be watching, I'm still here. No, no, because I didn't know how to get in contact with him. Yeah, I never knew. You remember we did back then. There was no cell phones and stuff. And I didn't have a phone. I didn't have no number, you know. But if Michael had to live by himself, we definitely would have indulged because he was one of the finest black men I ever seen. No, no cussing on here, y'all. No cussing on here, okay? He was one of the finest men I ever seen in my life. Ooh, can y'all please get me up to 200 likes? I might sing a song for y'all if y'all get me up to 200 likes. No, because I don't remember his last name. Remember, I didn't have any information on him. I didn't have no information on him. He just picked me up, and I spent the night with him and his mom. I just believe. I don't want to say God, but I just believe in an angel or somebody who was watching over me because, like I said, we didn't have intercourse, we didn't have any type of sex or anything like that. He was just nice and let me stay with him until the next day. You know, it was very nice for him, and his mom, to take me in and do that. That was very nice. I wish I could have stayed in contact with him back then. But if I'm 25 now, he ought to be, in his 60s, maybe 50s. I don't know because I don't really remember anything about him. And Tim died. Yeah, the other guy, my nephew's boyfriend. Yeah, he passed away. Yeah, he passed. I never spoke to him. I never spoke back to him after he talked about my nephew. I didn't have no reason to. Yep. I never spoke back to him ever again. And he passed away. Somebody said, if I'm not mistaken, they said he was in plays and stuff in North Carolina. Was that play? It was some type of play that was around before Tyler Perry was around that he was in. He played a gay guy in there. But I don't remember. If you say the name of the play, I might remember it, but I don't remember the name of the play. But yeah, he played a lot. He did a lot of plays and stuff. He did plays and stuff. The boy who talked about my nephew, but we never spoke again. Yeah. He said all I remember was he said he had a interview with Amtrak, and he gonna come back and get my number and stuff and give me his number. And when the bus was pulling off, he was pulling up. Yeah. And, oh, I forgot to tell you. So when I went to Delaware to stay with my brother and his wife, I stayed there for the summer till I got tired of this shit. And I was like, "Oh, girl, I can't take this no more. It's too. They didn't physically fight, but they was always arguing, and do I know who? No. And I just got tired of it. I got tired. And my brother, when I left, he thanked me. They thanked me for coming and and watching the kids and stuff. And he gave me a bag. He said, "You hold on to this bag." It was a Louis Vuitton bag, but it wasn't real, but it looked real. And he said, "You hold on to this bag and don't you lose it." I said, "I ain't never losing this damn bag. You crazy? I don't give a damn if it is fake. I'm holding on to this fake Louis Vuitton bag because the bitch look real, right?" And so I held on to it and everything. And one night I was in Oklahoma City. My brother never said nothing to me. He never said anything to me about that bag again. Nothing, right? And he never said nothing. And we was in Oklahoma one night. I was there now doing a show or something. And I was looking for something in that bag. And yeah, he is sweet, but I'm mad at him right now. Hey guys, we don't get into it with each other on here. Okay, guys, we don't fight with one. We're all grown adults on here. And I'm asking y'all, please, could y'all please give me 200 likes? I will perform for y'all before I get off from here. If y'all just give me at least 200 likes. That's all I'm asking. I ain't nobody send a cash app. Now, I don't want to be begging for no money. Now, so did I beg for money? No, but I'm begging for cash. I'm begging for the likes. At least that. Yeah. But yeah, but I know, but we don't. Yeah, but you're new to the show. We don't get into it with people on here. If it's too bad, real bad, the moderators will put them on timeout. Okay, and you probably didn't know, but you good. So anyway, so I was looking for something in Oklahoma that I was looking for. I don't know what it was I was looking for. I was looking through the bag, looking for what I was looking for. I got to digging off in the bag because they had like a hole in it, and I dug, and I felt some money. It was a wad of money. It was $500 that my brother had put in the bag. All that time, I never knew that that money was in the bag. Uh, hey, thank you for the $20. Now that came from one of my moderators, and that's a shame that it be only my moderators send money. Thank you for the $20. I appreciate it. You new here? Selena. I'm sorry, not call her by names. Thank you, Selena. I don't see her in the live, but thank you. Now just imagine if everybody matched that $20, that'd be $250 for my trip to Atlanta. All right, y'all. I'm getting it together. It doesn't usually take me this long, but I'm talking and running my mouth. That's why. Oh yeah, yeah. We almost at 200 likes. All right, there you go. Hey, Selena, thank you. That's for my trip to Atlanta. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Marvin. I guess Marvin don't have Cash App now. Marvin, I won't get that till next month, but thank you. That's over $30 you sent me. Thank you, Marvin. Appreciate you. I think we got another Cash App. Let's see who this was. Oh, thank you, Shirley Robinson. $20. That's $40. What? Oh, y'all cutting up tonight. I think somebody loved me. I was watching my brother's show earlier. My play brother. His name is King Jives. I love him. He's on YouTube, and he has a lot of followers. I mean, a lot. He got over 100,000. Yeah, he got over 100,000. And he was y'all ain't seen no Cash App to my show. he was yes, he be cutting up. Hey, sugar, put up a sign asking everyone to like your stream as you pass by. What do you mean put up a sign? Oh, I don't think you can do that on here. You could do that on TikTok, but I don't think you can put it on here. Email me and explain it to me because I'm not quite understanding what you're saying. Oh, that's cute. Thank y'all for the $40. Okay, I won't have to work so hard tonight when I do the show. Yes, I'm doing a show tonight, guys. After I finish my makeup tutorial, I'm coming back and I'm performing. Hit the plus. Oh, okay. Hit the plus at the bottom. Oh, now what? Oh, is it start a poll or ask a question? Okay, which one is it? Ask a question. I've been had YouTube since 2011. I still ain't figured all this shit out yet. So which one do I do? Is it ask? Okay. Oh, okay. Now what do I ask? And y'all follow. I don't know what you do, Mother Cap. So I'm taking a chance by telling everybody to follow you because I don't know what you do over there. What is the question that I need to ask them? Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, thank you for teaching me. I knew. See, I didn't know YouTube had this. I know TikTok have it. Okay, I got you. Okay, now where does this go to? Oh, see, I didn't know YouTube had this. Girl, no ma'am. Oh, I don't. Okay. Oh, see, I didn't know YouTube had this. Duh. Oh, all right. Thank you, love. Y'all make sure y'all follow me. What do you do on your YouTube channel? It was funny. Yeah, it was. Yeah. for. I'm waiting to hear what they say. What they do on the YouTube channel. Oh, okay. I'll check you out. Let me see. Can I? I don't want to. I don't want to lose my live, but I'll subscribe to your channel. Okay. Let me. I'll screenshot and I'll go check out your channel. Thank you for that help. I mean, I saw that down there, but child, I didn't know what that was. Hell. Hey, let me ask you something. Oh, this isn't it? That's not your channel? Sean, because I'm not through, baby. I'm not through, Sean. All right, damn, somebody said $25. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Doris. I'm not through, Sean. Sean said, what your bleed your makeup? I'm not through, Sean. I'm sitting up here running my mouth, Sean. Oh, okay. Do me a favor, email me. Email me and I'll go watch it. Email me, don't forget. Yeah, Sean, I'm sitting up here running my mouth. I would have been finished, but I'm up here running my mouth talking to these people. That's why I blended it yet. Yeah. Did I answer your question, Sean? Sean said, so I said, why you blend your makeup? Because I'm running my damn mouth. Thank you guys for the tips. Oh my God, it's going to be a great show tonight. Yes. Yeah, follow my Instagram. I got a little tired Instagram, child. Oh, actually, my Instagram is actually growing. Actually, to be honest with you, it's actually growing. Yeah, my Instagram is actually growing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, please follow my Instagram. I need more followers on there. My Instagram is on the front of my YouTube channel. Oh, I was going to ask this person, the mother cat person, how do you bring people into your is YouTube changing it where you could actually bring people into your live? Because you know how to bring people into live on their okay. Yes, you could add them before you. Yeah, but that's just one person. No, phone line's not open. It was. I turned it off because wasn't nobody calling. Can y'all please come on, man? Please, please, y'all, please give me 200 likes, please. Yes, I am Lawrence Fishburne, but at least they know who I am and they don't know who you are. Did we get another tip for the show? We did. Y'all, it's cutting up tonight. Thank you, Barry. See, you know what, y'all let me know that this goddamn birthday show, this goddamn comedy show in Atlanta, gonna be off the motherfucking chain. I know y'all gonna come to Atlanta and support my show. Let me tell y'all something, baby, and I want all of my haters' mouths to drop when these ticket sales are sold out. If I got 100, I had almost 200 people watching me a while ago. If I can get, it's July the 10th? July the 10th next year. Yep. Tickets going on. I'll be in Atlanta next week, though. I mean, you know what? I'll be in Atlanta next week. Hit me up. Yeah, I'll be in Atlanta next week. I'll leave Wednesday. Oh, yes, I have haters. Well, mostly from the club scene when I used to work in the clubs, yeah. I got them on here, too. We all got haters, baby. We all got haters, but you don't let that stop you. All right, y'all, let me hurry up and get ready so I can do this show. Because I'm doing 3 shows tonight. I'm doing the makeup tutorial, and then after the makeup tutorial, I'm doing the show don't last that long because it's copyright music. So when they tell me to stop, I stop. So I do the show, I do the makeup show, and then I come back and take phone calls and play the piano and clown with people and stuff. That's how we do it, okay? Yeah, I don't know why. They could get mad at God. God is the one that gave me what I got. Not they need to be mad at him. They need to be mad at him, not me. So yeah, July the 10th, 2026. The Lord say the same. We all still here. I will be having my 25th birthday celebration in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm actually that's where I'm going to Atlanta to get all the things and details together, stuff where I'm going to have it at. Yep, and I'm excited about that. Ooh, I got allergies too, but we got to make it work, honey. We got to make it work. We just got to keep pushing. Got to keep pushing. got to keep pushing. There we go. All right. Oh boy. No, I'm not bald. I have hair. I have a whole bunch of hair. Matter of fact, I had to cut my hair because it grows too fast. No, I'm not bald at all. That's that French blood in me, I guess. So I got all that hair. My hair does not. My hair will grow, and I had to cut it. Yeah, I had to cut my hair because it grows so much. So to answer your question, no, I'm not bald. Is your mama bald? Stop, PT. Be nice. Oh, oh, we got another cash app. Oh my goodness. You guys gonna? I live in Texas, darling. Thank you, Doreen, for the $5. Thank you, sweetie. Yes. Oh, y'all made my night tonight, child. Y'all gonna make me strip tonight. I'm gonna have to do a strip tease show for y'all. If I'm still here, I'll be in a I'm not in Atlanta right now. I'll be in Atlanta this Thursday. I don't date by men, honey. Book me and I come. Y'all sound like when y'all be talking to my friend Lunell, the real comedian, when they said, Lunell, come here. She was like, I don't just pop up out of nowhere. Oh, you sitting at Cash App? Was that you? Okay, so some of them are coming through and I ain't seeing them. Hold on one second. Hold on. No. The last person was Barry, and then the one after that. I think I said yes. Why was my comment deleted? What did you say? What did you say? Knock three times. Go. I wish I could listen to music while I'm doing this shit. Oh, I would be love to listen to some Earth, Wind, and Fire. But this is how I make money on YouTube. I can't fuck with my. Oh, y'all, we that close to getting 200 likes and 200 likes and 200 views. So, y'all, please get me there. Yeah, I do bleach my hair sometimes. I just bleached it here a week ago because usually it was black. But now I do go over my once I put this on y'all, I do go back over it with a red pencil because I just think it looks more. Oh yeah, I told you. I told you. To me, the red just looks more softer. You see how soft this looks compared to this. You see why I do that? Yeah. I know I can't. Now, when you come back, I am going to play copyrighted music, but I'm going to be performing. You said, "Hey PT, it's Amir, Bowleg's grandbaby. Last time we spoke at Havana's." Oh, hey, darling, how you doing? Well, they don't book me in Dallas. So I moved on with my life, and God is blessing me on YouTube. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Oh, let me show you something. The person who just said Boleg's granddaughter, let me show you something that you probably didn't know. Well, let me ask you this. Let me let me ask you this. No, I'm not a songwriter. Let me ask you this: the person from Dallas. Do you know who started Black Gay Pride in Dallas? I'm waiting to hear back from the person from Dallas. See how much better that looks when you put that red on the top of that? Yes, we're almost there. Shut up, Stonegate. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the person from Dallas. I am a light skin. Shit. The person from Dallas, do you know who started Pride? Black Pride. I'm waiting to hear back from them. Oh, you thought I did? Yeah, I did, but they won't ever acknowledge it. I found this and I wasn't looking for it, but I found this. Check this out. And it says here at the top, it says, let me remove this out the way. It says, um, this was an article that was in the Dallas Voice years ago. I'm talking to the person from Dallas. It says, as Dallas Gay Pride lesbian 97 approaches, many ask why. Why Black Dallas Pride and why Dallas? The idea of Black Gay Pride was originally thought of by PT, the Metro's Thursday MC. And they'll wait till I'm dead. Oh, Amir Sweet, I know you are. And they'll wait till I'm dead before they acknowledge it. And a lot of people don't know, Amir, a lot of people don't know that Craig Myers was my cousin by marriage. Yeah. Now, Kirk was over Southern Pride, but the whole Pride idea was my idea. But they'll never acknowledge it. But that's okay. As long as I know. Mm. I helped a lot of people in Dallas, and since I moved away, ain't nobody thought about booking me for no show. But that's how they do. But see, I've moved on with my life. I'm doing other things now. You know, I've moved on with my life. I'm doing bigger and better things. You know, so you just move on. You just move on with your life. I just got back from Norfolk, Virginia, but not West Virginia. I've never been to West Virginia. I had to leave. Oh, where did you go to? I left Dallas in 2017. I walked out the back of Tequila's and never turned around. Oh, thank you, Shane. You got to come to Shane. How old are you? Oh, you think it is? You think my voice is deep? Okay, you call me. All right, let me show you something right quick. Where did you go? Where did you move to? Yes, baby. I sold my last Jello shot and hit it. I didn't even tell nobody I left Dallas. I just left. I just want y'all to get tickets to my first comedy. Well, it's not my first comedy show. I've done. Oh, you in Pittsburgh? Oh, you moved? Okay, yeah. Ain't nothing changed. They still up there fighting each other and cutting up and acting a damn fool. I am an entertainer. Yes, I'm an entertainer, drag queen, whatever you want to call me. Oh yeah, I'm doing my nose now, as you can see here, contouring my nose. How does the nose look? Let me show you guys a picture of me when I was in my 20s. Let's pull up a 20-year-old picture of PT. Yeah, I said let me save some of these, put them in my phone so y'all can see me when I was in my 20s. This was before Dallas, Texas. Yeah. Am I a man? No, I'm a woman. You just have to put a W on the front of it. Hello, Philly. Get up on them dicks. I know we all did Whitney Houston back in the days. Are you serious? Yeah, we all did Whitney back then. That was in my 20s, y'all. I was like 22, 23 in Austin, Texas when I took that picture. Yeah. I think I may have another one. Hold on one second. I try to keep these pictures in my phone when I go live so I can show pictures, people for me from back in the day. Let me see. I do have another one that's real older than that one. Let me see if I can find it. This is me. This is me at the Improv. So I've done comedy before. For those who did not know, I was the first drag queen to do the Improv Comedy Club in Arlington, Texas. I did it twice. Yeah, that was in Arlington, Texas. I did that twice. Oh, somebody was talking about my voice. Oh, but let me show y'all something right quick. Let me see if I can find another picture of me. Oh, here it is. Now, this one, it may not be that, you may not be able to see this one, but this was a long time ago. This is me and my boyfriend. I had just won a pageant. Look how skinny I was. Okay, you can't see the whole picture of me, but this is like 88, 89. I was 27. I had just won this pageant called Miss Paper Moon, which is actually a club. And yeah, I had just won. I beat out 12 entertainers in San Antonio, Texas. I was so young. And if you look at the picture outside of here, it has 1987 on there. I was so skinny. If I got that skinny again, they'll say I got AIDS or got cancer. So I can't never get that skinny again. I'll never ever get that small again, ever. I miss those days. I think I wore a size 10 back then in dresses, 11s, and then I went from 11s to 12s to 13s to 14s. The bitch just kept going up. But all them fabulous nights in the club, and when the club closed, everybody going to Whataburger, everybody going to, oh, that's a Texas thing, by the way. Everybody going to Whataburger and uh, they go to these late night places, you just start gaining weight. And next thing you know, boom, you know, you didn't gain all the weight. But I'm losing weight though, allegedly. I think I found another picture. Let's show this one here. This picture here, yeah, you can't see me. Yeah, it's way over here to the right. You can't really see me, but I try to get more pictures in my live so y'all can see. I took this one at Havana's. This picture right here I took at Havana's. The person from Dallas know where Havana's is at. I took this at Havana's. And this was a picture that it was one of my anniversary shows. I love that hair. I need that hair. Ooh, this Spanish girl sold me that hair for $30. Oh, $30. She sold me that hair for $30. And my manly ass tore it up. I tore it up. I am not good. Oh yeah. Those were the good nights. Yeah, those were the good nights. Don't block that person, y'all, for cussing, because that's a friend of mine. And they just missed those nights. Those were good nights that we had. Yeah. Yep, those were the good old nights. Y'all, the club that the person said those good fucking nights, the person is the one. That's the club No, no, it's okay. I just tell them to, if people cuss at me, block them. But if they expressing themselves, that's different. But the club that you just started following me, Fro is a Fro. Well, that's the club I'm always talking about that we lost behind them fighting and stuff at the club, and it's very frustrating. It's frustrating because we've never had a black, pretty predominantly black night on the strip ever. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you a quick. I'm gonna tell you another story. Thank y'all for helping me get those 200 likes. I'm gonna tell you another quick story that you didn't know. Um, yeah, that too. But you know, no, it wasn't us. It was a lot of those people that were fighting. They were coming from home and fighting. They were coming from home and come down there when the club was about to close. You know, they come down there doing all that fighting and stuff. But it still made the club look bad. You know, even when the club closed, y'all coming down there fighting and stuff. It made all of us look bad. So they didn't have no choice but to close down the black night. Look, and the Mexicans are still there in the same club. And where we were at, we had to move. We had to move because of all the fights and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I'm gonna tell you a quick story that you didn't know, Dallas. I'm gonna call you Dallas, but I know you told me your name. I'll put on my lashes. I'm gonna tell you a quick story that you didn't know. I'm gonna tell you how I got Havanas. A lot of people don't know. Yeah, man, PT, locate. Yeah, I miss Havanas too. I miss it. Yeah. And when we lost Havanas, I had already made up my mind I was leaving Dallas. I'd already made up my mind. I went ahead and went to Tequilas, but I had already made the transition with my job and everything to get the fuck out of Dallas. I was done. I was over it. Like y'all had fucked up something that's never happened before because y'all fighting and stuff. So I was done. So I'm gonna tell you a quick story, y'all, and I'm putting on my lashes. So you probably don't know this, but this is how I got Havanas, and I'm gonna say me because I'm the one who started it with four other guys. So we were in Oklahoma one night, and somebody texted me and said, "Hey, PT, they're no longer doing the Wonder Show at JR's. You need to go over to Havana's and see if you can start a Sunday night." Yes, I am a man. How you doing? And so it was me and seven connections. I don't know if you know this story or not, but this is Dallas history. I'm telling you the real tea that you probably didn't know. So there's like, PT, let's go. You know, we all went together. Oh, hold on. Let me finish telling the story. So we all go together when we go to Havana's, and we go to Havana's and we talk to the owner. His name was Eddie, and he's like, "Well, what do y'all want to do?" Well, PT's gonna MC, and oh, hold on a minute. What is this here? Okay, that's nothing. So the owner was like, "Well, what are y'all gonna do?" Well, we're gonna have PT's gonna MC, and we're gonna have a show, and PT gonna book the guest, and that's pretty much it. It's like cool, 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 cool. So we start and everything. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Oh shit, it's still on my finger. So we start and everything going good. And I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna say the person's name because it's the truth, and there's no need to lie. I'm just gonna be like Cat Williams and call it out. Okay. So let me get this right. Let me start over, y'all, because I'm talking to y'all. So everything starts, everything going good, but I noticed there was some shade going on, and somebody wanted my night. Somebody else wanted the MC. They wanted to shine. Her name was Ida Bay. And I told them, I said, "I'll tell you what." Yeah, after I finish this, I am doing the show. I said, "I'll tell you what. If y'all want her to have the show, she can have it. I'm gonna walk away." I'm not having no meeting with y'all because we all came together. I'm the MC, y'all are promoters, we both are promoters, and this is how we're gonna do it. Right? Oh no, we gonna have a meeting. No, we're not. I ain't having no meeting because I know what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to give my show to somebody else. Give it to her. Let her have it. Cause I'm not gonna fight with y'all behind something that I know who they coming for. They coming for me. So go ahead and let her have it. So I didn't go to the meeting. I went to my boss. I told my boss. He said, well, y'all came together. Y'all got to work it out. I said, okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I went around the corner. Now this person from Dallas will tell you I was a bold bitch. I was a bold ass bitch to take to bold enough to leave on the strip. Am I right, Dallas? I had to really believe in myself. If I'm gonna, it'd be like leaving the main strip where everybody's at. Leave the main strip where everybody's at, and go around the corner, believing that they're gonna follow me around the corner from the main strip. But I believed in myself. But I did it the right way. I gave a 2 weeks notice. But before I did that, I went and found a building. I found a club. It was called Aqua. And this was back when DJ Streets wasn't even famous. He was DJ Streets. I gave him his first job. If you ask if I'm John Amos again, I'm gonna block you. We don't do repeats over here, baby. So I went and I met the owner of Aqua, and I said, hey, I want you to see my show. Come and check it out. He said, okay. Him and his wife, they came, they liked it. They go, when do you want to start? We can start in 2 weeks. So they give us time to advertise. So I went back to Havana's. Yeah. So I went back to Havana's. I told my boss. It hurt. I was scared. I was nervous. I just didn't really. I was taking a big, big, big leap to leave the strip. Hold on, y'all. So I was taking a big leap to leave the strip to go around the corner. So my last night at Havana's, I had flyers, and I told my boss. No, I didn't actually tell him till that night, and I gave him a 2 weeks notice. I'm a female. I just have a deep voice. And so that last night, my little crew, we was all standing outside. We had our flyers and everything, and ooh. So I had my little crew. We all go outside and we out there. We passing our flyers, telling everybody, "This is the new spot. This is the new spot." Tell me why the next week when nobody in Havana's. So you mean to tell me I done took my little happy ass around the corner, believing in myself. Matter of fact, it was a 1 against 4. It was 4 of those guys as a group. They were called 7 Connections. I believed in myself so much, I went around the corner and said, y'all follow me around here. This is where my new show gonna be. And they followed me. I think I was around there for like a month, and it hurt my heart because I really wanted to be around there because we don't worry about the trolls, baby, because I wanted to be on the strip. But if my ass was bad enough to take everybody from off the strip and bring them around the corner, what does that tell you? So finally, I used to see my boss driving down he'd drive down Lemon Avenue in Dallas, and I would see him, and they wanted me to come back, and I wanted to come back. And I didn't want to stay too long because, because I really didn't want nobody else to come in there. You said what? A four-person group called Seven Connections. What? Yeah, they were called Seven Connections. That was the name of the group. Okay, if he created Adam and Eve, that's good to know. But we're gonna put you on timeout, and you can come back and tell us the story. The fuck. And so I saw my boss driving down Lemon Avenue in Dallas, and finally his brother, who's over his brother now, who's over Taquitos in Dallas, he came inside the bar. He said, Eddie wants to talk to you. I said, I'm ready. I'm ready to come back. And I worked in Dallas for a long time. But I left, my fault. I shouldn't have left, but I did. And I moved to Atlanta. And then when I came back, I got my job back, but I only got one night back, which was on a Thursday, which I was okay with that. And but we ended up losing the club anyway because they was fighting too much, so we had to get out of there. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good. But guess what? The Mexicans are still there, baby. The Spanish people are still there, and they fight now. Oh, they fight, but they're gonna watch after they own. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. They don't. They don't. They don't tell my story in Dallas. And and then the situation with tequilas, my boss that I was telling y'all about, my Spanish boss. Okay, so he when we left, let me tell y'all what happened. I gotta go, y'all. When we left and went over to tequilas, he asked me. He said we need a special guest. I said okay, I'll book Tiz Madison. He didn't know who she was. He don't know Tiz Madison. He's a straight man. He don't get into all of that. He got the money and he want me to book somebody. And I said, okay, we'll book Tiz Madison. Okay. And hold on one second. Let me tone this down. So I'm gonna turn this down. It's a bit too goddamn bright. Okay, there we go. Oh shit, that shit was too damn bright. So he said, well, we'll book Tiz Madison. He didn't know who she was, but we got the contract rolled up and everything, and we got her booked and everything. And the agreement was that she come in. No one knew that she was coming on a Thursday. They thought she was booked for Friday, but she actually came in on a Thursday and she hung out with me. We hung out and we rode around. But I didn't like at the time her manager she had. I didn't like him. That's why she fired him because he was a bitch. He lied on me and said that we was gonna pay for her food. No, that was not the agreement. The agreement was that we paid this X amount of money. Thank you. We paid an X amount of money, and that was that. But see, Tess Madison wasn't the manager. She was just the person who we booked, and but that's one reason why she got rid of her manager because he was doing all that shady shit. And I didn't want to. I didn't want to fall out with Tess Madison because it wasn't her fault. She didn't know nothing about that. And to this day, I don't think she knew. I was gonna if I ever see her again, I'm gonna tell her. But that's why she got rid of. What was his name? Theo, or whatever his name is. That's why she got rid of him. He was doing some shiesty shit. So anyway, we had booked her and everything, and she came in that Thursday. Everybody was shocked. Oh, Tessa Madison is here, and so she came in and everything, and she hung out with me and everything. Y'all listen to the story, and then I'm about to let y'all go. So she came in and everything, and mhm. and she came in, and then she left. And she left, and after she left, oh, I said around about 1 o'clock, bitch, I started hearing gunshots. I was like, what the fuck? We didn't have security that night, and I always told my boss, you cannot have a club. I don't care if it's for blacks, whites, any club. Not these days of the baddies, because everybody wants to be a baddie. Thank you. You know, everybody. Y'all, let me do something, y'all. Let me just stop all these comments. Hold on one second. Let me stop these comments. Give me a second. You got to be subscribed to the channel to make comments now, because I'm sick of these people. All right, I removed them people out the way. So you know, In these days and time, you can't. You got to have you got to have security because everybody think they auditioning for the baddies when they go to these clubs, right? So right about 1 o'clock, bitch, all I could hear was gunshots. Now this is the new club that we got kicked out of the other club. We at the new club. Gunshots, people fighting, no security, no nothing. We tried not to call the police. We just tried to calm everything down because, we just didn't need this shit because T.S. Madison was in town and she was gonna be on the show. Police came. The police officer asked me, y'all, is this the same club from the same crowd from Havana's? I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. And I just shook my head. And that night, I said, I'm done with this. I'm walking away. And no shade to my black community, but this is why a lot of black queens who worked in the white bars never stepped foot in the black bars because their job was always secure. No, actually, they say Babylon's is straight now because they say all the kids, all the young kids do is sit outside and fight. So I heard they were like straight now. I heard they were like it's like a straight night. Yeah, yeah. That's what I went through, and but a lot of black queens, who work in the white bars, never stepped foot in. We had three of them. It was Naomi Sims, Hot Chocolate, and Donna Day. Now they did black clubs if it was a pageant or if it was, but for us working for the black, mm-mm. I was lucky enough to work for a black owner, but we had to close down too because they was fighting too much. It's sad, y'all. And you know what? You can't blame nobody but yourself. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Just like they had a black club downtown Dallas. It was called what was the name of that black straight club downtown Dallas? It was a badass club. It was a straight club. Ooh, it was a bad club. You been to Oakland Strip? Darling, I am 64 years old, baby. I've been going to the strip since I was 19. No, it was called Blue. Remember the Blue Club? Remember Blue? It was called Blue. You know why they closed down? On our nights. Not gay nights, but the straight nights. Fighting, shooting, fighting the police. Fighting the police. And y'all think gays fight? Them straight dudes, they don't play. They pulls out the weapons and they be fighting over them women, they go. Most of the time when straight black men are fighting, they fighting over some ussy. Okay? Yeah, they fighting over some ussy. Yeah. Because I'm a gay man, but I just can imagine. I can just imagine, what it was like as a straight man going to that club Blue with all them beautiful black women in there, baby. They was fighting over them girls, honey. Ooh, every time it was a fight in the straight club, it was behind some girl. Oh, baby, listen. The LGBT community, well, here's the problem. And I'll say it and I'm not going to take it back. It's all these baddies shit, these baddies, this, baddies, that. And I'm very disappointed. And not my whole black gay community, but the gay community that does all these baddie shows and stuff. And that's the reason why they fight in the clubs because they watching the shit they do on it. How many white baddie shows do you see? Now, I'm a legend. I have to say what's right, whether people like it or not. How many white baddies do you see fighting white gay men fighting each other on TV? I'm done. Someone, okay. So someone asked me a minute ago. Someone said something about my voice, and I want to show them something. So, and I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. What time is it, y'all? I gotta go. I gotta start the show at least by 10 o'clock. Hold on. Thank you guys for the tips. I appreciate all the tips and stuff you guys gave me. Come back and watch the show, y'all. I'm glad none of them YouTube clubs. Well, they have another club down on the strip, and I don't I go down there to visit, and it's called Liquid Zoo. And I went in there one day, and I told them, y'all gonna close down if y'all don't stop this Black Night. It is bad for the community. You know, until you show me a bunch of white gays fighting each other, I'm okay with the black gays fighting each other. When I came out in the '80s, we were fighting to stay alive from the AIDS epidemic. But now y'all hoes is killing each other, fighting each other. It makes me mad. I don't even like talking about it. I know people get tired of me talking about it, but it makes me mad. Well, white people fight. They do fight. Yes, they do. Mexicans fight too, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about us because when we do stuff, they blow it out of proportion and make it more than what it really is. And the Mexicans that go to Havana, the Latin people that go to Havana, they act like they okay. So you have two or three different types of Spanish people. You have the Spanish people who are just straight Spanish. Like you have a club in Dallas called it's a Spanish club called Caliente. It's a Hispanic bar. They don't play nothing English. So that I don't know what kind of Spanish people you would call them, but at Havana's, you said what now? And and then and then Havana's crowd is more like the Mexican people who they identify, they call each other the N word, and they yo what's up, they very much but they do play Spanish music and stuff, but they very much on the baddie side. So, but anyway. All right. So the person that asked me about my voice. So for those who don't know, yes, I do radio and my dream job is radio. One day I might get there. Maybe through my skits, I might get there. Who knows? But I'm gonna show the person who said something about me, my voice. I'm gonna show you something. Give me a second. And I gotta go, y'all. I gotta get ready for the show. I gotta tell you, I gotta tell y'all something. One of my friends in Dallas, he thought I took his hat. He thought he gave me a hat, not took. He gave him a hat. And I said, bitch, I don't have your hat. And the bitch found it this month. I'm sorry. All right, let me show everybody this right quick for those who say they like my voice. And like I said, I do radio and stuff, but right now I'm not doing anything, but I do radio from time to time. So I'm going to show y'all this. I was the first person ever in Dallas to do this radio station, and it's one of the largest radio stations in the United States. It's called the Kid Craddock Morning Show. So I'm going to show y'all this right here. I did 2 videos. This video here is just, so I did the video where I was actually on the show, and I did an interview. So if you want to see the interview, you have to go to PT on Kid Craddock, and you'll see me doing the interview, and you'll see me doing.
I like to say that everybody is not for me, and I'm not for everybody.
That is the wrong.
Okay, so when I was, somebody texted me. Hold on. Okay, so when I was on this show, how I got on the show was being consistent and contacting them, and they finally let me on the show. Anyway, as you can see, they used to be on Dish Nation, but they're not. So this is JC. Kid Craddock passed away. The guy Kid Craddock passed away. But I was trying to get on the show before he passed away. So I had to wait. I waited a year after he passed away and kept being consistent with them, and they finally let me on the show. And they actually changed the name. Okay, so I did the gossip segment, right? The lady who does the gossip, her name is Kelly, and it's Kelly's Showbiz Top 5. Y'all listening to me? It's called Kelly's Showbiz top 5, right? But let me do this first. Okay, here's the interview. Let's do the interview. I'll show you a little bit of the interview.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
He's our Twitter friend, our
His
twin.
passion is gossip and celebrity entertainment and entertaining people, right,
Yes, I
PC?
love to
How long have you been going towards this goal of doing entertainment gossip?
30 years. Well, the gossip for about 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because that's what has happened the past 10 years or so. The tabloid gossip and stuff has just it's gone crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, so PT wrote us a letter? He did write us a letter. Can I read it? Sure. All right, it says, Dear Craddock Morning Show, my dream is to work as a radio personality. That's what we do.
Right. What a coincidence.
I have entertained people for over 30 years on stage, and while on stage, I always talk about what's going on with celebrities and current events. And a few years back, I auditioned for co-host for a day.
So that's the lady that I filled in for right there. Her name is Kelly. So, all right. So I did the interview, and this is what happened after this. Okay. So interview, and then I did this. Okay. Here we go.
Friend in studio with us.
Yes, we do.
His name is PT, and he wrote us a letter basically saying he wants to be a radio personality, right, PT?
Yes, it is.
Not
That's his
only-
dream. That's his dream.
Not just a radio personality, but he wants to give the celebrity gossip.
That's right.
I sure do.
You're all about
It's the gossip that everyone will be talking about today. It's PT's Showbiz Top 5 on the
Whoa.
King Craddock Morning Show.
That's exciting.
Love that. Yeah, now you got. You know,
All right. I got to go. So when somebody was asking me about my voice, yes, I do radio. Yeah, it was very nice. It was very nice. It was a dream come true, and no one's ever done that but me. I'm the only person that's ever done that. It was a dream come true. I wish they had gave me a job. But that was around the time that they had this guy named they called him Jason, intern Jason or something like that. So they was already training him to get the position there. He was gay, so you know they were gonna have a black and a white gay guy on there, you know. And when Kid Craddock passed away, Jenna left, so they replaced Jenna with somebody else, and now I think they got 2 new people on there, but the lady who I filled in for, Kelly's still there, Big Al is still there, he's a black guy, and JC is still there. But it was awesome. It was so awesome. It was something that never happened to me ever in my life, being on the radio like that. And I remember when I did the show, they asked me at the end of the show, PT, how can they follow you on your social medias? They said, how can they follow you on your social medias? And I said, I gave them my Facebook, my phone blew up. It just stopped. Because they have, that one station that they under, they have about 100 stations under that one station. My phone just absolutely blew up. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me get ready for the show. I'll see y'all. Thank y'all so much for the tips. I'll see you guys in about 5-10 minutes to come and do the show. Now, it's YouTube and it is copyright music, so they're only going to let me do like 10, maybe 15 songs, and I have to get off. Then after that, we're going to have phone calls, people call into the show. We're going to act the fool. I'm going to play the piano. We're going to cut up and all that other stuff. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate the love. Thank you, moderators. You were great. I'll see y'all later. Make sure you... Uh-oh. What was this here? All right, Selena, thank you again for another $10. I will see y'all in about 20 minutes. 10 minutes or less. Bye.